What's up guys? This is Dave from Crux Motorsports. We'll be showing you today how to apply our pre-cut B&C Pillar overlay for the Subaru Crosstrek. If you're interested in this product, you can check the link in the video description below. The film we're going to be showing you today is the gloss black carbon fiber. This is a dry application film, so no need for a slip solution. Prior to installation, you want to make sure that the vehicle is clean, and right prior to installation, you can go ahead and wipe down the B-pillar with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and microfiber. Once it dries off, you can go ahead and install. This is a nice product because regardless of the finish that you pick, it's going to cover this deterioration that you get over time just from the oils in your skin. So this is the gloss black carbon fiber. If you're looking for more of a factory look, the satin black would match closer to this finish, whereas the matte black would be a little bit matter than this finish. It's almost like the finish of a chalkboard. So we have images of all the different finishes online. This is just the one that we'll be showing you today. Tools you'll be needing today are a squeegee and a vinyl tuck tool, as well as a heat gun. If you do not have any of those, they are all available on our website. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be starting with the front door here, and then we'll work our way towards the back of the vehicle. I'm going to try not to be in this as much as I can, but I do have to align the film, so there's that. This is a repositionable film as well, so if you mess up and get it aligned wrong, you could go ahead and pull it back up and change the alignment. So this is a little bit more difficult. What we're shooting for is alignment on the bottom edge, and then on this front edge, you're gonna have to make sure that front is just coming around enough to cover that leading edge of this material. It's a little bit more difficult to align initially. And instead of trying to work down the entire film, I'm going every so often and giving it a little tack in case I have to pull it up like I'm doing. So now that that main portion is aligned, you can go ahead and grab your squeegee and real lightly, starting at the center, start to work the film down. On this particular film, this is actually, I would say, the hardest to install. I still don't have it aligned right. Whereas the other finishes are a little bit easier. This film is very soft, so it tends to just do whatever the heck it wants. All right, let's try that again. Again, you don't want to push this too hard because it will crease. So now once you have that main portion done, you can go ahead and start to work the film down. I'm just going a little bit at a time to prevent any creasing on that. Then you could go ahead, if you do have any overhang past there, just work that behind the plastic with your squeegee. Excuse me. Then on this back edge, just sort of rolling the film into that crack. So now at this point, I'm actually going to do this one and then show you the heating process on both of them together. One thing to note about this is if you do have imperfections in this, it's still going to show through the film. Some of the films, like the textured films, like the carbon fiber confetti or the honeycomb black, will probably show it a little bit less just because they do have some outwardness to the film, whereas this carbon fiber film or any of the straight color films, if you will, even though this is carbon fiber, it's flat, if that makes sense. Whereas that carbon fiber confetti actually does come out a little bit. I mean, very minutely, but it does have a texture to the actual finish instead of being smooth. Same thing on the rear of this one, just go ahead and work that down with your fingertip. Then you could work that center section down. Then make sure if you have any overhang, you're getting it tucked up underneath there. So now you want to grab your heat gun, and we'll have to heat a couple areas of this just to get it to manipulate the way we want it to. So on this front door, this upper corner does need heated. So just heat it up and then just sort of work the film down over that corner. Same thing in this top corner. Then at the very top, any overhang you can tuck behind. So I did mention the tuck tool, that's this guy, and I forgot I didn't even use it for anything. So this is handy like down here to make sure that that is tucked underneath that gasket. And right here, if you notice, I am on the rubber a little bit. So the last step here would be just to go and heat this entire surface, and that will show you if you have any bubbles, and if you do, you could go ahead and press them down at that time. You do want to make sure that when you are heating it, let it cool down before you try to press out a bubble, where you could get a thumbprint on the bubble. But that is the front door installation, and now I will show you the rear. Just give me 1 second. So on the rear door, pretty much the same thing. as the fronts, aligning at the bottom, making sure you have this overhang, and then working your way up. And all these films will be marked on the sheet that you receive in the mail. One thing is, if you want to, you can go ahead and, unroll these the day before and let them flatten out a little bit before you install them. Not 100% necessary, but if you do have that extra time, it doesn't hurt. Same thing on this one. Start real light, work everything towards the edges. And then you could go back with a little bit more pressure and work it down a little bit harder. Then on this rear edge, I'm just going a little bit at a time in both the downward direction and towards the center of the vehicle to make sure that I don't get a crease there. Same thing on the front. Then we are going to need a little bit of heat for that upper corner. And then same thing on this back, you're gonna wanna go ahead and go over it again with heat just to make sure you lock everything into place. This is fine to run through a car wash afterwards. For the maximum life of this material, we do recommend just using normal car soap. The automatic car washes are pretty rough on the vehicle just in general, and they are rough on vinyl as well. So for max life, definitely just want to hand wash the vehicle, but you can run it through a car wash if needed. So if you're interested in this product or any of the other products, make sure you check out the link in the video description below. We do have a bunch of other overlays for this vehicle on the website. And as far as the finishes go, again, this is a gloss black carbon fiber. If you are interested in seeing the other finishes, we don't necessarily have images installed on this vehicle, but if you look up, I believe the video is like 20, 25 vinyl colors in our profile on YouTube here. We run through like all the cool colors that we have. And if you don't see something that we offer, you could go ahead and reach out to us prior to ordering. Most of the stuff we could get in. It will just take an extra business day or so to get the material in stock, and then we could cut it custom for you. So if you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out. Contact information is on the website, phone number and email, whatever is more convenient, and take care.